Hey, it's Xetnal here, and today I'm going to talk about my first impressions with the game Project Gorgon. Please take note that I will not be covering specific content in the hopes to have a mostly spoiler-free video available for new players that might want to go blindish. Project Gorgon is a fantasy MMORPG brought to you by Elder Game Studios that allows you to forge your own path through exploration and discovery. Elder Game Studios is led by husband and wife duo Eric Heimberg and Sandra Powers, former developers of successful games such as Asheron's Call 1 and 2, Star Trek Online, and other successful massive multiplayer online games. This game is available on Steam and is on early access for $40 at the time of the recording of this video. The game has a free demo that will let you play with a max skill level of 15 on each skills and with restricted chat and trading. Elder Game Studios says, Project Gorgon features an immersive experience that allows the player to forge their own path through exploration and discovery. We won't be guiding you through a world on rails, and as a result, there are many hidden secrets awaiting discovery. Project Gorgon also features an ambitious skill-based leveling system that bucks the current trend of predetermined classes, thus allowing the player to combine skills in order to create a truly unique playing experience. The game currently counts with an amazing count of 16 combat skills, 71 trade skills, and 11 beast skills for players to mix and match as they see fit. New players can choose between 3 different races: human, elf, and rakshasa. You can unlock one additional race through playing the game called fairies, and there are 2 more races planned to be released in the future: orcs and dwarves a little later. So, about the elephant in the room. Yes, the graphics are ugly. Yes, you can see players T-posing from a certain distance. Yes, the game is not optimized and lacks in some crowded places. Since the game is being developed by a very small team, the graphics side of the game has been put as one of the lowest priority on the list of to-do things. This is something that once you look past that and hope for the team to get bigger and fix these issues, you will discover a truly hidden gem in the middle of a sea of endless modern MMOs. Once the player first creates their character, they get sent to a tutorial island where they give you the basic equipment, show you that you can beat skeletons with their sword, and that's it. The island is yours to explore, and figure out a way out there. This game's tutorial island feels very different from every tutorial island in today's industry. Unlike most other MMOs, they just show you the basics and throw you into this massive sandbox of an MMO. You really have to find and discover certain NPCs that through dialogue tell you some hints on how to leave the island and point you towards general directions. In my opinion, the tutorial experience is one of the best I've seen in years on the MMO genre. It gave me the feeling that old MMOs such as Tibia used to give me back when I was a kid discovering this new genre of video games. I feel like I was already playing the game the way it was intended, and every time I discovered a new secret or hint on how to leave the island, I felt an immense sense of achievement. I felt like nothing was handed to me, and the fact that I escaped the tutorial island was totally because of my wits and curiosity. After a couple of hours of exploring and wandering around killing monsters, you then leave the tutorial island and you get thrown into the actual big sandbox of a game that is Project Gorgon. Depending on how you left the island, you will arrive either at Servile or Servile Hills without much clue on what to do or where to go. From here on, you're able to fully explore the world and skills that Project Gorgon gives you access to. Project Gorgon features a classless system for your character where you mix 2 of the 16 combat skills and create your own combination to match your playstyles. Not every skill is instantly unlocked, and there are tons of skills around. To give you an idea of how many skills and what kind of skills, let me tell you. Animal handling, archery, bard, battle chemistry, deer, cow, druid, fairy magic, fire magic, giant bat, hammer, ice magic, knife fighting, lycanthropy, mentalism, necromancy, pig, priest, psychology, rabbit, shield, spider, staff, sword, unarmed, warden, and that's only the combat skills. There are weird skills like alcohol tolerance, death, yes, dying, brewing, anatomy, calligraphy, and much, much more. With that said, as a new character you start with sword and unarmed, and as you progress and meet different NPCs, they will start teaching you the different skills as you become better friends with them. Friends? Yes! Every NPC in Project Gorgon has their own motives, drives, quarrels, and friendships established. There are no filler NPCs in the world, and yes, some will give you quests, but not for the usual money or gear only. Quests will grant you favor, which is basically the EXP towards your relationship with that particular NPC, granting you access to things like better prices, more gold available for them to buy from you, different combat and crafting skills that they can teach you, more storage space, etc. Wait. Storage? Don't you have your inventory and bank? Well, yes, but it's way more punishing than most games. In Project Gorgon, you have very limited inventory space, and you can get more by crafting and upgrading your gear. Another way to get more space to storage your items is becoming friends with certain NPCs that give you access to storage of their own. The better friends you are, as I said, the more storage they will give you. Trust me, do not be a hoarder. Every item is useful, so you won't be able to hold it all. Just gift and sell your items, and then get them back as you need them. The game has some unique mechanics that makes you rethink the way MMOs are being developed. Elven NPCs won't talk to you if you're dirty from adventuring. You can buy every item that player sells to NPCs from them. Lycanthropy makes you into a powerful wolf, but full moons make you stay in wolf form for 3 days and you won't be able to interact with NPCs. In general, you don't get punished by death except for the big bosses, where the game warns you that if you die, a fate worse than death awaits you. Curses. Curses that are from making your head big and blue to have half your HP taken from you at random times and many more. Curses are permanent until you can defeat the boss. The music in this game is very incidental and helps to set the ambience on different maps. Even though I like the 13 available tracks, I feel like the game could have used some more tunes, or even longer ones. The game does have a system in place where players can play different instruments, such as a lute, harp, drums, horns, and many more to give a small EXP bonus to everybody around enjoying the music and the dancing. One of the things that I hope they implement at some point is the ability to compose your own songs, so the parts of this game can share their own pieces with the world. Most of the time I play the game with my own playlist or music that the community recommends on long sessions of killing monsters or crafting. But once I get into town, I like to enable the in-game music so I can hear the players jamming along the streets of Seville. Both the music and the overall graphic side of the game are the last priority for the devs, as both of them come from a more technical side of the development, so I expect these 2 points to improve later by release. All of these things, plus a good sense of humor, makes Project Gorgon a game that does not cater to the lowest common denominator whatsoever. But if you are, like me, an old MMO player that misses the sense of wonder in a big open world full of possibilities, such as fighting monsters, doing crafting skills, playing at the casino, writing books and poetry, playing music and dancing, discovering secret words of power that will give you random effects, like flying, bonus stats, teleportation and more, you will absolutely love Project Gorgon, as every action in the game has a purpose, so it gives you the sense of a living, breathing world. I'm just scratching the surface of this big and immersive game, but the rest is up to you to discover, no spoilers. Overall, with 116 hours at the time of the recording of this video, I am pretty sure this is a game that I will continue playing for the foreseeable future, and I will be covering more aspects of the game on this channel and on my Twitch channel. And that's gonna be it for this video. Remember to catch me live on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 8 PM EST to play and commentate this and more games. If you liked the video, remember to like and subscribe for more content. I hope you have an amazing day and keep gaming. Xetnal out. Oh, I'm gonna die.